All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about CJ So Cool's suspects or defendants making their court appearance. I think this was the arraignment, if I'm not mistaken. Now, before we get started, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Also, smash that like button. Just do it right now. It only takes a quick second. Smash the like button and then subscribe to the channel. So like I said, today we're going to be reacting to this court appearance. I think there was another channel that actually shared the video and the audio, but there's not really a whole lot going on video-wise. So we're actually going to play the audio. And during this court appearance, this arraignment, there was actually two other defendants. Now, I'm not sure if these are defendants related to the case or if these are the minors or if these are just two additional adult suspects that were involved. And I guess they later arrested or whatever. So it's kind of interesting. Now, I know BSCTV, shout out to him. He uploaded a video 18 hours ago talking about this case as well. He also does live streams every day, almost every evening. So definitely go check him out and subscribe to his channel as well. He also has a lot of updates. But we're going to go ahead and play this audio and react to it. It's actually on a couple different channels at this point. But let's listen to this. This is pretty interesting stuff.
5, page 36, page 37, page 38. That's going to be Raven Queen, Antonio Washington, Zinzal Lee, Derek Roberts, all case C371483. Can I have all attorneys make their appearances, please? Starting with... I can.
Usually people don't tell me they can't hear me.
Okay, so for page 35, you are confirming as counsel for Ms. Queen, correct, Ms. Rasmussen?
Lisa Rasmussen, bar number 7491, on behalf of Raven Queen, who's present before the court in custody.
Okay, Ms. Rasmussen is going to be confirmed as counsel. This time we are going to withdraw Mr. Prenti. Moving on to Mr. Washington.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yolanda Chen. Last name is as a zebra, H-E-N as a Nancy G.
All right, so the first defendant was Raven Queen, and it looks like they had a change in attorney. So it looks like she was being represented by a different attorney previously, and now she has another attorney. I forgot the names, but that's so far. Now, the second defendant, Mr. Washington, I don't know if he's related to the case or if he's the minor. I don't know what his relationship is to the case, or these are additional suspects. Because I know CJ So Cool mentioned there was other suspects involved. So let's continue with this.
Number 10811, confirming on behalf of Antonio Washington, who is also present in custody.
We will confirm you as counsel. Mr. Gruber had previously appeared and indicated he did give you discovery. Is that all correct?
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to withdraw Mr. Gruber and confirm Ms. Lynn as counsel for Mr. Washington. For Mr. Lee.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Lance Hendren on behalf of Mr. Lee, who is present in custody.
And for Mr. Roberts.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mary Brown, bar number 6947, on behalf of Derek Roberts, who is present in custody.
Okay, this is on for initial arraignment. Are all parties ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, start.
All right, so that was pretty much the defendants. Sounds like 4 different defendants. Like I said earlier, there was some changes in attorneys for some of the defendants. So 2 additional defendants. I don't know, again, what their relationship is to the case, if they are additional suspects that they discovered. But Mr. Washington, Mr. Lee, if I'm not mistaken, those are the additional defendants. Similar, well, actually, let's just play this because this is where they actually list off the charges.
With Ms. Queen, hang on, let me pull up the information.
An indictment.
Indictment, sorry, thank you for correcting me. All right. And we have this report for the state, by the way.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Queen, did you get a chance to review the indictment filed in this case on 2/10/23, charging you with conspiracy to commit home invasion, grand larceny, attempt invasion of the home, conspiracy to commit burglary, residential burglary while in possession of a firearm, invasion of the home while in possession of a firearm, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, attempt murder with use of a deadly weapon, battery with use of a deadly weapon resulting in substantial bodily harm. Do you waive a reading of that, meaning you don't need me to read the specifics of those charges allowed to you in court today? I will waive the reading. How do you plead to those charges that I just read out? Guilty or not guilty? You have a right to a speedy trial, which would be a trial within 60 days. Or you could waive that right and we set it for the ordinary course, which I think is either June or August at this point. Do you want a speedy trial?
Your Honor, based on my conversations with other counsel, we're going to invoke at this time.
Okay.
I anticipate that could potentially change, but for right now, I'd like to go.
So our invoke date, I believe, is 4/10. So I think it's going to be April 10th then for your invoke date. I'm just giving everybody a heads up.
Okay.
Does that work for you, Ms. Rasmussen?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do 4:10 at 9:30 a.m. with the calendar call of 3 at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to order just.
All right, so it sounds like there's going to be another court date. I don't know if that's the trial. They mentioned April 10. Now they read off her charges. It seems like her charges got longer because if I remember, there was only 5 or 6 charges, but it seems like the list got longer. But that was Raven Queen. Now the next couple, again, I don't know if these are additional suspects, but you're going to listen to this because their charges are pretty similar, but not as much as Raven.
Discovery and reciprocal discovery pursuant to statute. Additionally, I don't know if the transcripts are fully filed at this point. Are they, Mr. Ports?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so you'll have 21 days from the filing of that transcript to file any writs.
Yes,
Anything?
I did ask Mr. Quartz, he said it's 1 day transcript, so 21 days from the date of the filing of the transcript. And then, I don't have any discovery yet. Mr. Quartz indicates that there's about 500 gigabytes. He's asked us to bring a drive over. So I'm not waiving my right to address bail.
Damn, she just said something about a discovery, and then if I heard correctly, I think she said 500 gigabytes. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I heard 500 gigabytes or 50 gigabytes, but it sounds like a lot of information. But let's continue on.
Sure. Here in the district court, I will probably address that in writing at a later date.
I appreciate that, Ms. Rasmussen. That would be my request for anyone wishing to address bail, that we'll have to do it in writing for something this complex. Anything else from you?
No.
Okay. Moving on to Mr. Washington's matter. Let me pull up that indictment for him. Mr. Washington, did you get a chance to review the indictment filed on February 10th in this matter?
Yes.
It looks like you are being charged with conspiracy to commit home invasion, grand larceny, attempt invasion of the home, conspiracy to commit burglary, residential burglary while in possession of a firearm, invasion of the home while in possession of a firearm, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, attempt murder with use of a deadly weapon, and battery with use of a deadly weapon resulting in substantial bodily harm. Do you waive a reading, meaning you don't need me to read the specifics of those charges allowed to you in court today?
Yes.
All right, I will waive that reading. You have a right to a speedy trial. My understanding is that you want to invoke that right. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so that was the second defendant, Mr. Washington, which I don't recall him ever being mentioned in any news article, at least the ones that I read. I didn't read all of them, so maybe he was mentioned. Who knows? I know other channels have been following this case better. So that is the second defendant. His list of charges is definitely less. And this is what I mean. He's also being charged with home invasion. So I'm assuming they're, part of the case. I can't imagine they would have 2 different sets of defendants for 2 different cases. I don't know. I don't know how they do things in Nevada, but let's continue on with this.
We will set the speedy trial date, the same date that was just given to co-counsel. You have discovery and reciprocal discovery is ordered pursuant to statute. Additionally, your attorney has 21 days from the filing of the transcript to file any writs. Anything further, Ms. Lynn?
No, same issues as Ms. Rasmussen.
Any bail will need to be addressed in writing. Okay, moving on to Ms.
I was down to talk to my doctor about.
All right, so we got to skip that ad. But let's continue with this.
Mr. Lee, did you get a chance to review the indictment filed in this case on February 10th, 2023? It looks like you are being charged with conspiracy to commit home invasion, grand larceny, attempted invasion of the home, conspiracy to commit burglary, residential burglary while in possession of a firearm, invasion of the home while in possession of a firearm, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, attempt murder with use of a deadly weapon, and battery with use of a deadly weapon resulting in substantial bodily harm. He does not have all those charges. Sorry.
That's correct.
He has, you are being charged in counts 1 and 4 with conspiracy to commit home invasion, count 2, home invasion, count 3, grand larceny, and count 5, attempt invasion of the home. Is that correct?
All right, so that was a little bit interesting. So this is the third defendant, Mr. Lee. And initially she read off a longer list of charges. And then I think she kind of like corrected herself, if I'm not mistaken. And then, yeah, corrected herself and mentioned count 1 or something like that. She revised what she first stated. So I don't know, maybe that was by mistake, or if they maybe negotiated a plea deal. Who knows? But let's continue with this. I just thought it was interesting because she read off a longer list and then she went back and corrected herself.
You waive a reading of those counts, meaning you don't need me to read them aloud to you in court today.
Yes.
How do you plead to those 5 counts that you are charged with? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
You have a right to a speedy trial, which would be a trial within 60 days. My understanding is that you want to invoke that right. Is that correct?
All right, so yeah, I take that back because he just said he's pleading not guilty. So usually if you're pleading, if you take a plea deal, then obviously you're going to plead guilty to something. So maybe it was just a mistake on her part in reading off the charges. But that's the third defendant, which like I said, they got to be additional suspects or defendants, or these are the minors. Who knows exactly what their relationship. But let's continue with the final defendant.
Set it for that same invoke date of 4/10 that I gave the others. Discovery and reciprocal discovery is ordered pursuant to statute, and you have 21 days from the filing of the transcripts to file any rights. Anything further, Mr. Hendren?
Like my colleagues had said regarding bail motion too, that would be forthcoming as well.
Okay, sounds good. And then moving on to Mr. Roberts. Did you get a chance to review the indictment in this case filed on 2/10/23, charging you with conspiracy to commit home invasion, invasion of the home, grand larceny, attempt invasion of the home while in possession of a firearm, conspiracy to commit burglary, residential burglary while in possession of a firearm, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, attempt murder with use of a deadly weapon, and battery with use of a deadly weapon resulting in substantial bodily harm?
Yes.
How do you waive a reading of that, meaning you don't need me to read the charges aloud to you in court today?
Yes.
How do you plead to those charges, guilty or not guilty? Not guilty? I'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. At this point, you have a right to a speedy trial, to be a trial within 60 days. My understanding is you want to invoke that right. Discovery and reciprocal discovery is ordered pursuant to statute. You're going to have the same trial date as the other 3 co-defendants, and you'll have 21 days from the filing of the transcripts from filing of any writs.
Thank you. If I could get those.
All right, so that was it. So Derek Roberts pleaded not guilty to his charges as well. And I think the next court appearance, trial, whatever, is going to be April 10th. So it's going to be interesting how this whole thing unfolds. My personal opinion is I think somebody's going to eventually start speaking up because these are pretty serious charges. I'm pretty sure all of these are pretty much felonies. So somebody's going to do some talking to reduce their charges to get some kind of plea deal going. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.